Yes. So, hello. Hello all. Today I have problems with my internet connection, and if you see that screen is freeze or you hear robot voice, please send me message in chat. I will check it and I will try to do something. Okay, so today, as we discussed previously, we will go next session, and this next session is about how to build CV and plus LinkedIn. So I will go briefly about with the main points, and I will cover all very important options or options which you should cover. And I will start from contact info. When you write CV, you should provide all necessary contact information. It will help for HRs to connect with you. And what should be mandatory? First of all, phone number. For example, for Switzerland, now I'm here and I can say about this country, phone number is mandatory. I can say the same for Germany, for example. They very like to call you and discuss all topics with you using phone, mobile phone. And you should define it in your CV. Also, better if you provide a link to GitHub and link to LinkedIn, and they can go through these links to sites and check, for example, your projects, your CV in LinkedIn or something like that. It will helpful for them, first, to understand who are you. Second one, to connect with you if you don't provide phone number. Link to LinkedIn is very important too. And anyway, account on LinkedIn is also very important for you. It's the biggest social network for employee and employers, and it will help to connect you and them. Also, you can use, for example, if you try to find job in Germany or Switzerland, you can use Xing. Xing also some type of social network for searching job, but it's specific for Germany and German language region. And there you can find contracts and no problem. We will cover this point in separate session, how to find job and where. Now it's only briefly why should you have this social network, and you can start today to create account, to fill it, and your LinkedIn account is something about long-term solution. So you will add new people, HR will find you, and you will add them to network, and your network will grow. And after it, when you start to search new position, you will have great LinkedIn account with great characteristics. But about LinkedIn later. Also, GitHub is very important because if you contribute to open source or you have some pet projects or something like that, other developers who will interview you on technical one, they can go to GitHub and check if everything is okay with your code, with your understanding of clean code, of solid or other principles, and so on. So it's about contact info. Also, here I forgot very important stuff. It's summary. Summary it's short description of you, and you need to provide all necessary information, and you will put this summary to the top of your CV, and it will be the first sentences which will be read by HR. And this summary should contain the most important information for you, and these sentences must sell you as specialist, as software engineer, or something like that. It's about summary. Next one is about skills. So why do we need separate paragraph about skills? Because in big companies, your CV is scanned by special software, and this software try to search necessary keywords. If software doesn't find necessary keywords in your CV, you will be rejected, and you will receive automatically generated email where you will see, unfortunately, we found candidate which have more better skills or something like that, and you will receive a lot of these mails, so you should not worry about them. You should understand that your CV was checked by machine, or sometimes HRs too can do it. But in general, software will reject you. And you need separate paragraph about your skills, and you will provide all necessary keywords with your skills, and it will help you to go through the machine. Next one, when you pass machine, you should provide all necessary experience. And the most important fact that you need to provide achievements and a little part of responsibilities. And it's common problem of candidates when they describe only responsibilities. So I wrote code, or I write code, I provide unit testing, and for example, I fixed a lot of bugs. Not, I fix bug fixing as my responsibility. That's all. And it's very bad case when you do it. You should describe your experience using achievements. If you have experience more than 1 year, I think you have achievements. You created model which save a lot of time for user. You covered model by tests and increase coverage from 20%, for example, to 80%. You fixed 100 bugs in a row, or something like that, and it will show that you had not only responsibilities, you do some useful stuff, and it will show you as better developer. And yeah, it's very important stuff which you should do using when you're writing your CV. And next one is education. Education is very important for Europe. They wanted to see developers who have correct and appropriate education. And sometimes they can reject you if you don't have this information in your CV. For example, you have it in real life, but you don't have it in. Sorry, guys, connection issues. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry for that. I don't know what's going on. I updated my MacBook for latest macOS version, and something happened with my Zoom. Every 20 minutes, it fails fully. I don't know why. And its problem follows me all day. Okay, so I stopped on education, and education is very important point. You should provide it. And in Europe, for example, they find candidates with appropriate education minimum as baccalaureate or yes, baccalaureate. Sometimes they need master degree. I don't know why. Okay, and last one are certificates, additional experience, and volunteering. I just really like this stuff. And in Europe, for example, they like certificates about AWS or other skills. And if that skills match with required with position, it will be excellent. Also about additional experience, here you can describe your experience with mentoring, knowledge sharing. Maybe you wrote some articles or something like that. You can write it here and it will help you and will show you that you are not only coder. You are a developer, you are a software engineer, and you like share knowledge and you have other activities. And volunteering, it's too. If you are volunteer, it also shows you as a person who have different soft skills and you're active, maybe proactive, and there are good soft skills for development too. Okay, it's about general structure of CV. And do you have questions about it? Maybe now. No. Okay, so let's continue. I will show my CV, and here I hide my contact info, but for example, I use this pattern, and now I see big amount of responses for it. And also I built this CV with HR manager. She helped me to create a good CV for Europe. And as I described it, firstly, I provide all necessary contact information, my phone number, my email, my LinkedIn, and my GitHub. Here they can find me and contact with me. So no problem with it. And they really like phone number and call you every time. Okay, it's first point. So contact info checked. After it, I have profile where I describe me briefly who I am and which technologies I have and some my skills, so that I know about full feature delivery process. I worked with international project and that teams were distributed and so on. So a little introduction of me. After it, I have skills section. You see here, I described all my skills as one list of them. How can you find which skill set you need? Sometimes you can do something like that. You can Google software engineer keywords, words. Yes. And what's happened? Where's my internet connection? Hey. Yes. And you see top 30 keywords to list on software engineer resume. hard skills and soft skills, and here you can find necessary keywords and buzzwords. As I said, it's very important for machines, and they analyze your CV only using this case word keywords, and you can be rejected if you didn't provide all necessary keywords. It's usual stuff, and you should understand that it can be. And here you can see generic engineering word, and you can find your profession, and for example, software engineering, cloud, Linux, AWS, database, agile, software development, and so on. So you should provide them. And here I did it. After it, I described my experience, and here you can find next information, and it's about me, and I provided I thought that it will be okay. I provided company where I worked and link to this company, so HRs can go through this link and contact with HRs and find references or ask references about me or something like that. And also I provided links to projects. So I didn't describe all projects, but I described projects which have good value for my experience. And here I described experience and achievements. For example, I upgraded 13 microservices from Java 8 to Java 17. I think engineer who knows that problems with upgrading Java version, he will fully understand that it's really achievement. Improved test coverage from 21% till 97%. It's very good and big work was done. And so on. So fixed more than 250 SonarQube bugs. It means that I had a report from SonarQube and I go through them and fix it. So also for the machines, I describe a tech stack, and also this tech stack helps interviewers to understand which technology was used on this project and how long I used them and how deep I go through them. And we can mix my experience and achievements and this tech stack. Also, I provide a little bit information about the project. What is it? What is domain area and so on. For example, my last project is about fintech. For example, previous one was with chemistry topic, and also here I had few achievements, tech stack, and so on. For example, here for this project, I described part of my experience, what I did, my responsibilities, and my achievements. Also, describe it, not detailed, but main topics, what I did and how much. And also additional experience. Here, I provided all my additional experience. Here you see as my mentoring. So I am mentor on Mentor Cruise. I am Java Rush Vector. I was Fox-minded mentor. So provide that I like share my knowledge. And also here you see education. So I provided that I have Master of Science when I finished it, and that's all. As you see, I have briefly information, but briefly information with some details. And I highlighted all necessary details, which I think that they are important. So, and you as also of your CV, you can decide what want you to show to the HR or for other interviewers. And you have full control under it. Yes. And here also I provided languages because I'm not a native English speaker, so I provided this information too. A lot of reject was in Europe because I didn't have enough Deutsch or something like that. And this paragraph also helps HR to understand, are you okay or not? And it can save your time and HR time. For example, a lot of positions where Deutsch, for example, or French is mandatory, and I was rejected by this reason. Okay, it's about CV. And also we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn should be filled after CV. So when you fill CV, when you understand that your CV is great, you can go to LinkedIn and copy from CV to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is better because there you don't have any restriction about length of information, and there you can add some additional info. For example, for CV, the best case if you have only one page, but I don't agree with it. Why? Because if you have only one page, there is no any useful information about you. Okay, there can be skills, language, education, and maybe summary. If you have more than 1 year of experience, I think you can't cover everything briefly without any details in one page, minimum 2 pages. Here, as you see, I had 3 pages, and it's really briefly description about my experience, but HR can understand my experience and if I'm right person or not. And I don't know how you can put everything in one page. Yeah, you can, but it will be with small letters and it will be awful for HR. I know this problem when, for example, I made a lot of interviews with guys, and sometimes I received CV, and this CV has very little letters and characters, and a lot of information as one big or huge part of information, and it was awful. You try to understand what's going on here and what should I understand about this person and so on, and no, it's really awful. You should have free space for easy reading of your CV. You should provide, for example, new lines to separate some pieces of information. You should use both characters to make accents on part of text and so on. So you will create your CV for humans, and it will be readable and understandable for humans, not machines. For machines, we will create a paragraph about skills. That's all. Other stuff is for humans, and it should be easy readable, understandable, and clear. Yes, it is a very important stuff. And here you see that I used list to make some space and separate it with other parts of information and so on. Yes, it's about CV. It should be short, but understandable and with all necessary details which you want to highlight. CV, it can be extended, and there you can provide more detailed information. You can provide, you can provide more information, and it will be better for you. For example, HR go on your CV, he is interested, and he goes to LinkedIn for details, for example, and no problems. You can describe additional details on your experience here. For example, in CV, I didn't cover my educational, my experience as educational center mentor, but I provided here, and so on. Here I can provide any additional projects or cover all my projects in TIFF, and it's not a problem for LinkedIn. LinkedIn, it's more about everything in one place about you. Yes. When you fill LinkedIn, you copy everything from CV and extend and add all necessary information. And what is important for LinkedIn? Before you start search new job, I think you understand where you want to find new job. USA, Switzerland, Germany, and so on. So a lot of places where you want, where you can want to receive new job, maybe with relocation, maybe remote or something like that. And you should define your location as wanted location. It's some kind of life hack for you, for LinkedIn. And when you set up necessary location, for example, now you are in one place and you want to find job in Germany, you set up Germany location, Berlin, for example. And when you did it, when you do it, you will be selected by LinkedIn in search results. And it will be great for you because HR will find you and HR will add you to your network. And when you have big network, when you start to search new position and you have list of HRs, you can create post and say, guys, I am open for work and maybe somebody can help me. And that HRs who previously found you, but they understood that you are not, how to say it, appropriate person, they can find you and check if they have positions for you or not. It's job of HR. And location will help you to create this network. And after it, it will be more easy. It will be easier for you to find new job. And network. Network is the most important stuff which you should have when you try to find new job. I found some statistics which said that more than half of positions are closed before publishing on the public boards, on LinkedIn or something like that, because of networking. So, for example, if management needs new developer for your team, first, what they do, they come to team and ask, do you have developers in your contact list who are free and can help us? And they did it, and a lot of times they found necessary guy who will help them, and that's all, position is closed. So it was done before publishing on public boards. So networking is very important. Also, when you have HRs, when you subscribe on HRs, you can create alert for keyword hiring. We are hiring. And when HR will publish this post, you will be notified about this post, and it will also help you to find new positions and be in trend, understand market requirements, and so on. So what can you do for network? First, set up location. Second one, add HRs. The best way if you go through, for example, you go to LinkedIn and find HR. You set up this search parameter and you should find people. Click CO people with HR and you see, for example, HR recruiting Swiss International Airlines, and click connect and add node. It's very important to add node. Okay, you can left it as empty, but no, better to write, hello, I am Andrei, I am extend my network for future I don't know, challenges and searching new positions. Will be great if you add me there. And after it, you send request for connection. And you do it for all requirements, for all HRs in necessary region. And please don't spam. No, you will create your network and you will provide them you as specialist, and it is useful connection for both of us, or both of you. For HR, they will have potential candidates in their network, and also you will have HRs who can publish interesting position in future, and you will be first who will react on it. And you will do it. So here it's for Switzerland. You can specify, for example, you can add filter, and for example, I won't find HRs in United States. And you will find them and you can add them too. And as I said, don't spam. Add 10, 20 HRs per day, and it will be enough for you, and LinkedIn will not block you as spammer. And also create individual message for them. For example, you can go to any profile and find that this HR works now in some medical organization, and you are interested in this medical domain, and you won't be a developer in this area, and you really like it, for example. Okay, you can write this message that I really like this area, business domain, and I want to add you, and maybe if you have free position, I can apply on them, or do it in future, and it will be useful for you and for them. And also, when you add all of them, you will, when you will post information about you are open for new job, they will see you as new potential candidate. They will check if they have appropriate position, and they will send you email, and it will be easier for you to find job. Yes, and last one, what I wanted to show, LinkedIn has special link, Sales SSI, which will show you, your profile rating. And here you see that my rating is bad because I added not appropriate persons. Or no, because you see, my profile is bad with right people, and I am not engaging with insights. And you see that my current social index is only 33 out of 100. 1 year, this value was 60. I don't know why it's failed. Maybe because I added no. Maybe I changed location and added people who doesn't help me, and LinkedIn understand it somehow and reduced my rating. So you see that I am only top of 36% of this industry, and my network top 60%. So network is okay, but in industry, I'm not okay. And better for me to improve my profile. You can Google how to do it, what should you do, and so on, and it will help you to understand. This value should be big as much as possible. Yeah. And it's some kind of metric of your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, that's all. Today we have short lecture. Do you have any questions? If no, I wish you good evening, and we are in touch in Slack. If you have any questions, feedback, please provide it in Slack. I hope this information was useful for you.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Okay, goodbye.
All right, bye.